today is obviously Sunday, which is my rest day, and I've got quite a few little tasks to do. So I thought I'd also give you a bit of an update and run you through what I'm doing today, and also show you my meals, because today is a low day. Well, today is like the lowest carb day for me, because my other rest day I have as a high day. So today's macros are 180 protein, 100 carbs and 50 fats. So pretty low. So I'm going to show you how I'm structuring that. I think did I say before that I've been switching to having 4 meals a day instead of 5 meals a day, which has just been working so much nicer for me. It also feels like I get to have more in a meal. So it feels like more of a meal instead of like I'm eating like nothing. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. So today, my first meal is gonna be 2 eggs, 160 milliliters of egg whites, and 2 bacon medallions. So I'm gonna prep that. I'm also gonna do it as, the egg whites I'm gonna make is like sweet egg whites. I have a massive sweet tooth, so I'm gonna have that as like a bit of a pancake. And then I'm gonna have my usual veg, which is tomatoes and mushrooms and courgette. So we're gonna make that, and then we're gonna eat that. So I will show you some bits and bobs while I'm doing it. Catch you in a bit. So this is my meal. I have the sweet egg here, which is just egg whites, egg whites, cinnamon, a little bit of, what's it called? The skinny food syrup, not syrup, it's like a flavour drop. And then a bit of peanut butter on top. And then this is eggs, tomatoes, spinach, mushrooms, and then some bacon medallions underneath. And I don't know if anyone knows this. You can do eggs, like, I like boiled eggs, but sometimes the faff of doing it in the water, it's just a lot. But you can do them in the air fryer. So if anyone needed to know that, literally put them in the air fryer on 180 degrees for 7 minutes. And if you like them like jammy, like this, perfect. They literally come out perfect. So just in case anyone needs to know that. But I'm gonna sit down, eat this. I'm listening to a podcast, and then I'm gonna get on with some work. I have just been to get a sunbed and grab myself a Monster. Gone for the green flavour today. I love the green flavour. I feel like this is a lot of people hate the green flavour. I'm a big fan. I think it's great. And I'm also just going to sit down, and I've got a client setup to do, and a little tip that AJ actually gave me in my check-in today, because I've been finding it hard to focus on tasks. Like I'll start doing one thing and then my brain is like thinking about doing something else. So I've got myself a Pomodoro timer, and I'm also going to put on some focus music. Now, this is something I used to do all the time when I wanted to get a bit of work done, and it does really, really help. So I'm going to put on, I don't know whether I'm going to do, so I've got my, oh my God, wait, let me just share this with you, because this is really cool. I got myself, first of all, a new phone. My phone, if you remember a few vlogs ago, I accidentally left my phone on the hob, so basically cooked my phone, which ruined the camera, and I've had, it's just been a nightmare for the last few months. But I was due an upgrade, so I've upgraded my phone, so we now have a new phone with a much better camera. This is the iPhone 16 Pro Max, and my contract I'm with EE, and they said to me that they could do me a deal where basically I'm paying less for this phone than I was for the other phone, and they can throw me in something else. So I thought, well, they did say a new Apple Watch, but I don't need a new Apple Watch. So got myself an iPad, which, do I need an iPad? Probably not, but this is going to come in handy so much because I can use this to help me with work. So, for example, when I'm doing posing sessions, my thought process is like, I like to write notes when I'm doing my sessions, and it's really hard to write notes on my phone, be on my laptop on the session, and take pictures, and it's a lot. So I'm going to use my iPad to write the notes during the session of posing, and also it's got some really good things on there that I can use to help me switch off. And another thing I've just downloaded is an app for a Pomodoro timer. So I've got one of those. I'm also going to use it to play music. So I'm going to, I also had to get the pen, but look at this. L's Pencil Pro. This pen is an extortionate amount, but it's so good to use with the iPad. Like, let me just show you. This is a business expense, guys, by the way. Look at this. I'm sorry, that makes me feel very happy. So we're gonna go, I don't know if to go with the ADHD focus music. No. Maybe this? Do you know what I'm gonna do? Techno chill. Techno chill. There's this playlist called Techno Chill on Spotify, and every time I use it, it's the best. So I'm gonna put this on. And I'm going to get on with, I'm going to set a 45-minute timer. Oh, with my Monster. I'm going to get this setup done. And we're going to go. I've just finished a lovely 45-minute block of work, and that little method that I just used there was so helpful. I felt so focused, in the zone, and I got a lot done. So, great success. But now I'm just gonna have a quick break and have my Ninja Creamy. The Ninja Creamy is back because when the calories are low, it's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. Haven't had a Ninja Creamy in a while. So this Ninja Creamy is the chocolate pistachio whey with some almond milk and a little bit of cocoa powder to make it a little bit richer. Chocolatey. So I'm just gonna actually like rinse this under the warm tap, just to kind of de-thaw the edges a little bit. Oh, this has also got peanut butter in as well. The creamy. I'm almost having some strawberries with this as well. Do you want ice cream or like ice cream? Right, this is what it always comes out like. If anyone has a Ninja Creamy, it always looks a little bit like dusty. So what you have to do is pour a bit of milk in. Tend to go with like 40 milliliters. Re-spin it. Right, I think, oh yes, look at that. Okay, and then what we're gonna do, where can I put you so you can see it? I accidentally left my my tripod at Ultraflex, which is ideal. So I'm gonna put this into the bowl. I feel like it might be a little bit too runny, but it's fine. Oh no, that's all right. Put this into the bowl. Oh yes, look at that. Look at that. Get that in the bowl. That looks amazing. A little bit of ice on the side. Perfection. This is literally like having a bowl of chocolate ice cream. Wow. That is unbelievable. And then put my strawberry on top. Fantastic. And that is my meal number 2. My camera has actually just died, so I'm filming this on my phone so that I can actually film it, but this is my meal number 4. It looks like there's like a lot in here, but it is because I put it all together. So this, we have salad. So the salad I have is lettuce, cucumber, I have a little bit of gherkins, beetroot, and a little bit of sweet corn. And then I have potatoes. I have baby potatoes, but I make it into like a potato salad with just Greek yogurt and like just some herbs. So it'd be like salt, pepper, Greek yogurt, and then I use parsley and dill. Mix it all together with a little bit of mayo as well. And then I have chicken and avocado on top. So very excited to eat this. I'm not gonna lie, it looks amazing. This is actually my first carb meal of the day today. So I'm also sitting down and watching Loz. I've got Loz on my iPad. I'm sure she'll love this where I've paused the video. But I'm going to sit down, eat this, watch Loz, and then I'm probably going to go for a walk, get the rest of my steps in, and then I've got some like editing and bits I need to do. I'm actually going to edit this video. So, yeah. Guys, I literally just did the most stupid thing ever. So it's Wednesday, and as you probably have seen, I always have my morning drink in the morning. Super delicious. I absolutely love it. And Wednesday is also my leg day. So I normally train legs every Wednesday, and I normally have my defib pre-workout. Anyway, I was drinking my morning drink this morning. I was thinking, this doesn't taste like it normally tastes. But I just kind of didn't really do anything about that. I thought, oh, maybe it's just me just being a bit weird. it wasn't until I was just putting away my supplements that I realised, instead of putting basic in my morning drink, like I do every morning, I put a pre-workout. I put defib in my morning drink. Yeah, I just put defib in my morning drink. And then I proceeded to have a coffee as well. So, yeah. That was not the plan. And now I'm thinking, shit, like, that's probably about, I don't know how much caffeine that is, probably like 350 milligrams of caffeine that I've just consumed in the morning. And I don't like to have too much caffeine. So now I'm thinking, do I have another scoop of defib before I train legs today? Or is that gonna send me absolutely sideways? I think I might have to. Maybe I'll do like a smaller scoop of defib. It's so annoying. So now I'm having my basic on its own. I literally can't believe I did that. Serves me right for not like checking, because I normally just pick them out of the cupboard and just like pop them in. How did I not? Oh, Jay, that's just typical me, really. Anyway, I'm gonna have my basic. Yeah, no wonder it tasted different. I literally should have had a look. Anyway, that's my funny story of today. I'm just trialing this new... Oh. Okay. I have this new, that's a little bit annoying. Is that better? Sick! Basically, I have a phone holder that is like magnetic, and it came with some spare little circular magnets. That is the right word. So I'm trialing this on my camera. I stuck a little magnet to it, but it kind of like tilts a little bit too much. I feel like, but it works, so we'll go with it. But I'm just about to head to the gym for legs. I'm not going to film my leg session, but I'm just going to do a bit of chit chat on the way to the gym, because why the hell not? Obviously I told you about my catastrophe with the pre-workout in my digestion drink, which is probably not really what I was hoping for in terms of the digestion drink, because I mean, pre-workout, it's not really wasn't really what I was intending to be having this morning. I normally like to have a little bit less caffeine on a leg day because, well, it's legs, and I'll try to have a little bit less, but I also need something before I'm training, so I've got a little coffee. So hopefully I still sleep tonight. I guess I'll keep guys updated. Oh, that's really annoying. Where the car is shaking, the camera is like slowly...
Exactly. He's back.
Oh.
Maybe I'll tell. Maybe Fiona's already solved hers.
Maybe that is the girls' bathroom. I feel like my camera is tilting. I'm gonna try and find another position to put it in. Okay, I think I've found a better setup on the side of the car instead of in the front, which actually is probably a bit safer for driving as well, because then I can actually see the window. But my session today, I'm very excited for. Actually hit a new low this morning. I was into the 68.85 this morning, which is really cool. And yeah, like I think this is something that I also wanted to, I guess, like talk a little bit about, because I think a lot of people, and this is something that I've had many conversations with clients about, is almost like associating like hitting a new low. Whoa, that was shaky. Hitting a new low with like, oh well, I must be, you know, feeling weak because of that. And I think me in 2021 definitely would have had that mindset, but I have adopted a very different mindset this time round. And instead of going into sessions thinking, oh well, you know, I'm gonna be weak because I've hit a new low this morning, I do not associate my body weight with how I feel. And I think for me, I'm really trying to make sure that I'm doing everything that I can in terms of like what I can do to make myself feel the best going into my session. So one thing that I have been doing recently, and I feel like it's been helping me massively, is actually boxing off most of my steps earlier in the day, so that I then have a bit of time in the evening to actually put my feet up. I'm not saying I'm just sitting and doing fuck all, because a lot of the time it's like I'm doing either catching up with client messages, form clips, just like bits of admin, programming, editing videos, planning content, writing my log. Like I'm still doing things, but I'm actually doing them knowing that I don't have any more steps to do, which also then helps me concentrate on them more. I find I'm also more productive, and that's having a really positive impact on my digestion and just my body in general. So I also am making sure I do that, especially before leg day. So like the day before a leg session, I don't want to be spending my evening doing a shit ton of steps, because that's not going to help my legs feel fresh going into my leg session. So I will make sure I rest in the evening. And this morning I went on a nice walk, and I've boxed off like a good chunk of my steps now, so that also when I finish legs I won't have too many to do after. So yeah, just the way I've been setting it up has been really, really quite nice. I'll also probably do a little bit of a walk on the treadmill before my session, like 15 or 10-15 minutes on the treadmill before my session, which doesn't feel like a lot, and then 20 minutes to half an hour on the treadmill after my session, and that boxes off pretty much all of my steps. So then I don't have to go home and like go out for a walk, and it just like really interrupts my flow in the evening. So yeah, that seems to be working. But no, very excited for my leg session today, despite having a defib in the morning. Oh, I literally can't believe I did that. Like what the fuck is wrong with me? Best believe every time I have my morning drink now, I'll be double, triple checking that it's basic, not defib. But yeah, got the hack squat today, so feeling good for that. I'm confident that I'm gonna hold on to my numbers again today, and should be a good session. This session is always quite long, so I'm actually heading to the gym slightly earlier. I had my meals slightly earlier today, just because I want to give myself a little bit more time. So it's 1 o'clock now, and normally I'm getting to the gym more around 2 o'clock. So I had my first meal at 8, and then my pre-workout meal at 12. So, which seems like quite far apart, but I'm only having 4 meals a day at the moment. I don't know if I've said this on my YouTube before, but I'm only having 4 meals a day at the moment, which seems to be really just like working very well for me, in terms of like the meals that I have feel like more meals, instead of just like having, I don't know, like a meal where it almost feels like it's not even a meal. It also means that I have a bit more time between meals to get more work done, so I don't feel like I'm eating a meal and then I'm cleaning up after it, and then I'm sitting down and then I'm having to get up again to eat again, especially in the morning. It also means I get a bit more of a gap to then train, and I don't have to worry about cramming too many meals in. So yeah, I had my first meal at 8, had a call, did my check-ins, got all of those done, and then I then have my pre-workout meal after I've been for a walk as well. So yeah, and then I tend to have my post-workout meal around 5 o'clock, and then I'll have my last meal at around 8, which has been working very nicely. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, today's session is quite long, but it's a good one. It's one I really, really enjoy, and yeah, I feel really good going into it. So it's going to be a good one. I'll probably catch up with you afterwards, give you a little bit of an update as to how my session went, and yeah, we'll catch you guys in a bit. I'm just sitting down to edit this YouTube video, and I am so sorry because what? Anyway, I'm editing this video and I don't really know what I was intending for this video. I started it off trying to show you what I was eating on Sunday, and then my camera died, and then I didn't film my last meal. But what I will do is I'll let you know what my last meal was. My last meal on a Sunday is 50 grams of oats. Is it 50 grams of oats? I need to check now. 50 grams of oats, 80 grams of blueberries, 30 grams of protein powder, 50 grams of Greek yogurt, 15 grams of dark chocolate, and 5 grams of chia seeds. But when I made that meal, I was so tired and just went to bed. So you saw half of my meals. And then it just kind of ended up me just like chatting a load of shit in the car. So I'm not really sure if it's like very exciting, but I'm going to leave that as this week's video, because then I also just didn't pick up my camera after my leg session. And now it's a bit too late, really, because then we're now already into the next week, and I fear this video is already a bit late. So I'm going to leave it at that. The leg session that I did, that I was on the way to, was really, really good. It was a great leg session, I think, from what I can remember. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to leave that there. Hopefully next week's video will be a little bit less just like boring. I don't know, is this boring? Do you guys find this boring? I'm not sure. So, as always, if you've got this far, I am going to... What emoji shall we do today? What emoji shall we do today? I don't know why, but I'm feeling this emoji. Where is it? Oh, that's great. Can't even see it. Can you see it? Oh my god, you can't even see it. I'm gonna try and get on my phone. It's like the where is my phone gone? Oh. Ugh. It just sums up how this video has gone this week. We're just gonna do a heart. Let's do the pink heart if you got to the end, because that emoji is just not showing. So leave a pink heart if you got to this far. And I really hope that next week's video isn't as boring. If anyone has any ideas of what they want to see, please let me know. But I hope everyone's having a great morning, evening, afternoon, whenever you watch this. I will see you in the next video. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, because I want to get to 2,000 subscribers. That would be really cool. So, yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. See you later. Goodbye. See you later. See you next week.